I'm Christy Hartman, and welcome back to my channel. Let's decorate the pages of my hashtag Mixed Media Envelope Journal. We're going to use a number of gel prints that I've completed over the years. I also use a piece of antique newsprint that's from the 1940s. This is the super fun part of the journal. It's time to make this journal really shine. Well, this is a possibility. I'm not going to glue that down yet because I need to think about it a little bit more. I think this one will look nice there. Definitely that. You will see me audition prints to see if they'll work. You will also see me discard prints because they won't work. I move from page to page very randomly depending on the look that I'm trying to achieve. There isn't a real plan. It's more just what strikes me at the moment. This one, these are some gel prints using my stencils called Indian Paintbrush with some gel prints that I did. One thing that I want to caution you about is gluing to an envelope that you plan to have the pocket opening at the top. Try not to glue it shut. You'll see me only add glue to the areas of the envelope that will glue the piece down without gluing the entire envelope shut. You're going to see me punch some circle shapes out that I'll use randomly throughout this journal. And I don't have a lot of ephemera that I used as far as store-bought ephemera. I just used gel prints, cut shapes from them, cut strips from them, cut circles from them, and just use the gel prints to decorate the gel prints. And that worked for me for this journal. This is a print that I had printed a number of years ago and really loved it, really loved the colors that were in the print, but didn't find a use for it. And surprisingly enough, it worked really well with the complementary print that I cut the circles out of. And I enjoyed that. These are both botanical prints that I'm adding to the journal, with some interesting shape piece from some other gel prints. And I think they all work really well together. And of course, wavy windows, which I absolutely love as far as a stencil from pmartiststudio. And I think it paired really nicely with this botanical print. You will see me use what I call a feature stripe on many of these pages. This one happens to be from a pmartiststudio stencil called Daisies. I like to add a feature stripe to a page, and then I like to layer these with cut strips from the prints that I'm using. This tends to tie the pages together. This is a bit of a composition technique that I like and use frequently. Here we have wavy windows from pmartiststudio again, along with a couple random prints that I had done a number of years ago, and you'll see that I discard the green one for the daisies that went over the top of this, and added, of course, my typical feature stripe. That tends to be something that I do a lot. I decided that I wanted a pocket at the bottom of this page, added a feature stripe, and added that little bit of blue as the pocket. And when I complete all of the tags for this project, you're going to see how it slips just nicely into that. Here I'm adding just a little bit of a complementary piece to cover over the top of that little bit of remaining envelope. on this page. I'm back to this page that I'm so fond of, and I'm using a little bit of a piece from pmartiststudio, which was one of P's pieces that she sent in one of my orders. These are both botanical prints that I completed a long time ago, and I'm adding a little bit of a feature stripe to these to make them more interesting. And that feature, the red feature stripe, is actually a Carrie Griffiths stencil. Here we are back at this page that I like so well. I think it has a life of its own. And you see me kind of come back and change and then come back and do a little bit more to it because it just seemed like it needed more. And I think I finally get to the point where I'm happy with it. This is my front cover, and I decided that I was going to cover up that very center section with this print, and I was a little apprehensive about this, but I actually think it works. So I had this print which goes with this one it's a similar color and similar style. So I cut the print all apart thinking that this could work. So I'm going to add the trees first. And now this one, I'm going to cut a few more things out on it. I think that works with that other page. Yeah, I kind of like that. It kind of frames it. This is a gel print that I'm particularly fond of, and I actually have a video showing how to accomplish this print. And I called this Wheat Fields because I printed this after we had traveled out to eastern Montana watching the wheat fields ripen, and I just think it turned out beautifully. Tags yet to finish, but I think the book might be done other than tags. Just go through it real quick here. Love this page. Just love that page. This is a fun, this was an ATC sized thing from pmartiststudio, which I think is kind of fun that I included it. These two look empty to me, but I don't have any ideas for these right now. I also really, really like this page. Okay, let's look at these pages. And then the back sections. I'll be back to work on some tags. I'm going to clean my mess up and see where I'm at.